Boy. Uh. Uh. What the fuck? Yeah. The side missions in the Yakuza games are definitely the worst side missions I have ever played in any game. And Yakuza, Kiwami 2 and onwards, I'm not playing all of them. Once I level up, that's it, no more freaking side missions. So many fetch quests, and this one was one of the most infuriating because when you had to go after that 2,000 yen bill, first off, he didn't tell you where the heck they were. I had to look that up. Secondly, you had to go back and forth, buy one bill, go back, give that to him, go buy another one. You couldn't just buy all of them at once, then give them all to him. That is lazy game design meant to just pad out the game. Same for Majima everywhere. And you know this sucks when this wasn't even in the original Yakuza 1. There Majima shows up when he shows up in the story. That's how it should have been here, or this should have stopped at S rank. And have him just stop popping up everywhere. I'm trying to go to the next damn quest. Then I'm in another freaking fight with him. And despite leveling up so much, it's like the damage doesn't increase at all. Your damage just sucks, making Majima fights last longer, not to mention the AI keeps freaking blocking, and it's also unfair that every enemy or the bosses get this health regen, yet I don't. I gotta use a certain heat attack to stop that, which you have to unlock first, so in earlier fights you don't have that. The worst thing about Majima Anywhere is that it's the only way to max the fourth style, the dragon style, which honestly freaking sucks. Or at least in the first game anyway. Such a stupid choice instead of letting us use experience points. In fact, look at this. During editing, I have one more chapter to go. I'm at the final chapter, and the total XP points is slightly higher than this. I nearly got this thing capped to 9999, yet I can't use the extra points anywhere. What was the point of this when we can't use these extra points on anything, especially those completion points? Sega certainly didn't think this through. Especially when there are so many damn side missions, which they definitely feel like a freaking filler arc. Because sometimes when you're in the middle of the story and try to get to the next spot, you can just bump into a side mission. I have never seen that in any game I've ever played. And I definitely can't remember the last time I've maxed experience points after maxing my character. One big thing about the Yakuza games, they are not Japan's equivalent of GTA. But after those damn side missions, sometimes I wish it was so I could let off some freaking steam. And another annoying thing when running around Kamurocho, random dudes just pick a fight with you for no damn reason and they keep happening even if you run. And that really gets annoying when my character's stats are maxed because y'all no threat. And Kiryu, this man is a beast. I can't describe this man, but he punched a statue like it was nothing, and that was in a cutscene, so that's canon. This dude is just supposed to be naturally strong. But this man is a freaking demigod, okay? This dude is OP, him and Majima. For example, in Yakuza 0, which is a prequel game that wasn't a main game, dude took a hit in the back of the head from a baseball bat and got up like he was stunned for a bit, but he got back up like it was nothing. So after I'm done with this game, there's Kiwami 2 and Kiwami 3 is on the way. But honestly, the reason I bought Kiwami 1 so far is because Kiwami 3 shows an English dub, which hasn't happened in the Yakuza games since Yakuza 2 way back. Heck, Mark Hamill was the original voice, English voice, for Majima. And after seeing that character, I understand why. But back in the day, the game was not marketed right, and also there was some weird translations. So back in the day, the PS2 days, the Yakuza games didn't make it. But nowadays, they're popular. But it took longer for English dub to finally return to these games. But unfortunately, Kiwami 1 and 2, they don't have it. Just the original Japanese dub. I'm cool with that usually, but I prefer to hear my own freaking language. Especially when this originally came out for the PS4. But there's still those lazy speech boxes with no dubbing. Just X. I hate that in modern games. And I'd much rather see AI handle that if it means that laziness is wiped out. Also, I don't know if I'd rather just stick with the remakes, wait for the other Kiwami games to come out too, 4, 5, and 6, or I could just play the remakes of 1, 2, and 3, then the original 4, 5, and 6. And I will never play those outdated turn-based spin-offs. And one more thing, fuck Pocket Circuit. You'd think that just would have been some fun freaking Hot Wheels. But no, especially the later tracks. And I just hate that you can't just speed through this thing with all the speed gear. Even though in the remake, you can get some top parts early. But there are greater parts later on, but you gotta do all the tournaments. And it was annoying having to look up every race, see which gears you need for each race. Because you can't just use one car for every race. And what's the point of the boost button when this mode discourages you from going fast? Because if you do, you fly off the track.